guys, and welcome to Chad TV. You may have seen some of our content on YouTube, the match highlights, several interviews with the gaffer and a few players. A slightly different approach today. I'll be talking to our brand new signing, Dylan Stringer-Moth, who made his debut, of course, during Saturday's 3-2 victory away at Ashton Town. And Dylan has played for a number of clubs, played at a very high level at the start of his career, playing for Wolverhampton Wanderers and Liverpool back in the early days of his career. Playing in Sweden as well, which we'll talk to Dylan about very, very shortly. But let's just dive straight into the show. I've got Dylan Stringer-Moth live on the line right now. Let's give him a call. Hello there, Dylan. Firstly, thank you very much for agreeing to come on Chad TV this evening. It's great to speak to you. And also, I'd like to welcome you to Cheriton Football Club on behalf of the supporters, the committee and all the players. Would love to welcome you to the club. Obviously making your debut on Saturday, a 3-2 victory away at Ashton Town. It must have been a mixture of emotions. It was an emotionally charged game, and it was a strange game because neither side really dominated the game. It was quite even in that respect, so you must have been very, very happy to make it a winning debut for the club.
Yeah, no, I was absolutely buzzing with the 3-2 win at the weekend. It's been my first game since August. Not really been playing due to work circumstances, but it's definitely great to have that feeling back again. Even just playing and enjoying it, I've missed that since August, and I was buzzing with the 3-2 win.
Yes, and it was a really closely contested game on Saturday, wasn't it, Dylan? I mean, at half-time, the team's going in at 1-1. I wouldn't say either team dominated the first half, and I think that 1-1 is a fair reflection of the way the first half went. But we came out better the second half, and we stood up to them in the second half when the tackles were flying in left, right and centre. We expected that from a team near Merseyside. They're coming out, they're passionate. There was the disallowed goal, which left us all gobsmacked. Then obviously JB getting sent off, that was really detrimental to our chances of perhaps winning the game. But 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, a great ball from Ben Matthews to Dylan at the back stick, putting the ball in with 5 minutes to go, and then you setting up from the free kick, right in the path of Scott Cullen, who fired home that 91st minute win. It must have been a great feeling for the lads at full time and going into the dressing room.
Yeah, it was a tough first half, and I'd definitely say the 1-1 was a fair reflection going in. But obviously, I think that it was good that we went in 1-1, just purely because of the chances that they'd have, and they were contesting, battling. We were definitely in the game, but I just feel like they weren't dominating. We weren't dominating. It was taking us a bit to get a bit of confidence in the game. We definitely took a bit of confidence from just before the first half and took it into the second half, which is where we did create a lot of chances. But I would say, the sending off was a big decision for us. Definite goal. Everyone else could see that, but the referee. But I feel like we bounced back from that, and that kind of, we used it as a bit of revenge and a bit of fuel to go on to win the game.
So then, Dylan, just talk us through your game and what you can bring to the club. What position you best suited? Obviously, you and Dion worked perfectly on the wings during Saturday's win. In terms of versatility, you play that can play pretty much anywhere across the midfield.
Yeah, I'd class myself as an attacking midfielder, so I could play on either wing or just behind the striker. As you've seen from the other day, I can bring the team to some good set pieces, my delivery, crosses in the box, play around the box, and hopefully I can get some assists and goals for the rest of the season.
Now, in terms of obviously coming to the club for the first time, you've seen the lads in training, you've seen the lads out on the pitch. The talent is there, Dylan, isn't it? I mean, the midfield is fantastic with the likes of Jordan Rutter, Jordan Butterworth, yourself, Aaron Scholes. And from an attacking point of view, we've got even from the defenders coming forward. I mean, Ben Matthews setting up Dylan's goal perfectly. Scott Cullen getting on the score sheet, getting on the end of your free kick. So, from an attacking point of view, there's so many different options in front of goal. I mean, Umar was in a great spell just over a month ago. scoring 4 in one game and a 7-0 win. He's been putting the ball in the net, but we're not relying on just one player to score. The goals are coming from everywhere, and moving forward, if we can keep that consistency going into the end of the season, I can't see why we can't put a great little run together. It's just been the odd inconsistency here and there, which has cost us the odd loss over the last couple of weeks. But we are in a great run of form at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I've only had one training session and obviously one game, but what I've seen so far, everyone's good technical players. Straight away, the lads are welcoming, always talking, seem quite confident. It's a young group. I feel like we can get a run together. I feel like everyone can get confidence from that 3-2 win, and then take it in for the rest of the season. I think there's 10 games left now. There's no reason why we can't aim to win every one of them.
Now then, Dill, we've obviously spoke about yourself a bit. We've spoke about the team and joining the club. Now, just tell us a bit more about your story. Obviously, in your younger days, you represented Wolverhampton Wanderers, Liverpool. You also played in Sweden as well, I believe. So could you just talk us a bit more in depth about just how football came a big part of your life, really?
So yeah, I played football from a very young age. In terms of obviously big teams. After I played for Moston Brook, I was picked up by Liverpool. Played there till I was 16. Actually lived there from when I was 15 and 16. Lived in Diggs there. Unfortunately, wasn't offered a contract, which was a scholarship. But Wolverhampton Wanderers came in to me and a few other clubs, and I chose Wolves. Really enjoyed it there. Met loads of good people. Great friends that I still speak to now. It was just everything was class about the club, the way it was run, academy prospects, chances. I really enjoyed my time there, and I was gutted that I never got a professional contract there. So after that, I went on trial for various teams like Leicester's, Burnley. Didn't get any contracts, but then got offered to play for a team in Sweden called BK Sport, which is in the third division, which was a really good experience, and I'd recommend that to anyone else. Definitely challenging being away from home, even though I'd always kind of lived away from home, but this time in a different country. But it was good to see different culture, different aspects of life. I would definitely recommend it if anyone was to go and play abroad.
That's a great story, that, Dylan. So obviously, do you think that experience from playing for such big clubs like Liverpool and Wolverhampton Wanderers, not such for the size of the club itself, but the work ethic and the quality of coaches, all the different various coaches they have at the club, do you think that's helped you as a player gain experience? And obviously you've had the ups and downs, as you mentioned there, about not being offered a pro contract, but then obviously going into the non-league side of it, you play for the likes of Ashton United, New Mills, and then in the North West Counties you've played for Prestwich Hazy. Funnily enough, our next opponents a week on Saturday. Is experience crucial at this level? And obviously you're joining Chadderton Football Club now, so what are you looking more long term, the end of the season? Just keep getting minutes under your belt and just continue to gain that experience. Like you said, you've had a bit of time away from the game. Is that what you're looking to do? Just getting match fitness and just keep sharp?
Yeah, the quality of coaching that I received at a young age was second to none. Both clubs that I played for were in Category 1, so all the facilities, all of the sports scientists, the coaching staff, everything were all top notch, and definitely something that I'm grateful for. I'm so grateful that I had that experience to be involved in teams like as big as Liverpool and as big as Wolves. It's definitely something that I take into the games now, in terms of preparation and things like that. What I want to get out from the rest of the season would be just getting back that fitness, just gaining confidence from playing. Straight away, I've really enjoyed the game that I've played. Everyone's just very, very welcoming. Just overall getting back, enjoying the game, getting back into things, and then we'll see where next season takes us.
Now, we spoke about various coaches you've worked under and managers and stuff like that at bigger clubs. But just how would you summarise our gaffer David Fish? Obviously, he's a very, very good man manager. He knows exactly what to say to the players when they're feeling down. He knows exactly how to lift players, and we've got a great coaching team at Chadderton. David Fish, of course, first team manager. Then we've got Lee Ashworth, Ashy, assistant manager, and Jack. There's a great coaching team there, but I know Fisher quite well, and I know he's very, very good at saying the right things to certain players, and he knows how to lift the boys when they're not feeling so good.
Yeah, straight away I can't thank the management enough for starting me straight away. I didn't expect to at all, but I'm so glad they did now. Straight away I just feel like they gave me a lot of confidence, and just something that I needed. Been lacking a lot of confidence over the last few months, especially with football. And I feel like straight away just giving me that confidence to start me straight away has lifted me, and I feel like that's probably one of their qualities. Straight away lifted my confidence, and just now I can kick on.
Now, as we mentioned earlier on, Dylan, we face Prestwich Hayes a week on Saturday, a club which you have represented before. There's been several players go between Chadderton and Prestwich in terms of transfer activity. Just how much are you and the lads now relishing that game? Because it is going to be a mouth-watering game a week on Saturday. It'll be a real battle, I think.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game now, especially with the confidence that we're taking from the last game, and something that we can build on now, and hopefully we can take it into the next game.
So, Dylan, it's been fantastic to have you on Chad TV this evening. It was great to speak to you, and we'll catch up with you a week on Saturday at Prestwich.
Thanks a lot for having me. It's been great chatting to you.